The Poetry of Edith Wharton. An Introduction. Edith Newbold Jones was born in New York on 24th of January 1862. Born into privilege, this background gave her a wealth of material to eventually, after several false starts, produce many works based on her own experiences, culminating in her 1921 Pulitzer Prize winning novel, The Age of Innocence. Marriage to Edward Robbins Wharton, who was 12 years her senior in 1885, seemed to offer much, and they travelled extensively. After some years, it was apparent that her husband suffered from acute depression, and so the travelling ceased, and they retired to the Mount, their estate designed by Edith. By 1908, his condition was said to be incurable, and prior to divorcing Edward in 1913, she began an affair in 1908 with Morton Fullerton, a Times journalist who was her intellectual equal and allowed her writing talents to push forward and write the novels for which she is so well known. Acknowledged as one of the great American writers, Wharton was also a dazzling poet, though largely unrecognized. Her talents allowed her to create poems that both capture and explore many situations of life and society. Edith Wharton died of a stroke in 1937 at the Domaine Le Pavillon Colombe, her 18th century house on Rue de Montmorency in Saint-Brice-sous-Forêt in France.
Terminus by Edith Wharton. Wonderful were the long secret nights you gave me, my lover, palm to palm, breast to breast in the gloom. The faint red lamp, flushing with magical shadows the commonplace room of the inn with its dull impersonal furniture, kindled a mystic flame in the heart of the swinging mirror, the glass that has seen faces innumerous and vague of the endless traveling automata, whirled down the ways of the world like dust eddies swept through a street, faces indifferent or weary, frowns of impatience or pain, smiles, if such there were ever, like your smile and mine when they met here, in the self-same glass while you helped me to loosen my dress, and the shadow mouths melted to one, like seabirds that meet in a wave. Such smiles, yes, such smiles the mirror perhaps has reflected. And the low wide bed, as rutted and worn as a high road, the bed with its soot-sodden chintz, the grime of its brasses, that has borne the weight of fagged bodies, dust-stained, averted in sleep, the hurried, the restless, the aimless. Perchance it is also thrilled with the pressure of bodies ecstatic, bodies like ours, seeking each other's souls in the depths of unfathomed caresses, and through the long windings of passion emerging again to the stars. Yes, all this through the room, the passive and featureless room, must have flowed with the rise and fall of the human unceasing current. And lying there, hushed in your arms, as the waves of rapture receded, and far down the margin of being, we heard the low beat of the soul. I was glad as I thought of those others, the nameless, the many, who perhaps thus had lain and loved for an hour on the brink of the world, secret and fast in the heart of the whirlwind of travel, the shaking and shrieking of trains, the night-long shudder of traffic. Thus, like us, they have lain and felt, breast to breast in the dark, the fiery rain of possession descend on their limbs, while outside the black rain of midnight pelted the roof of the station. And thus, some woman like me, waking alone before dawn, while her lover slept, as I woke, and heard the calm stir of your breathing, some woman has heard as I heard the farewell shriek of the trains, crying goodbye to the city and staggering out into darkness, and shaken at heart has thought
Sample complete. Ready to continue?